हाँ जी,
कितने बजे तक प्रोग्राम है?
5:30 का लेक्चर होगा।
अच्छा, 5:30 का।
5:30 फिर 6 से 8 तक डांस होगा। No problem. Thank you. I don't know.
Kavi Sammelanada Parishad of different languages. He asked, anybody can help.
Hello Saroja, how are you? What I promised you. Sunday we welcome you. Sunday we welcome you.
Thank you.
Namaskar to everyone here. On the occasion of 75 years of India's independence and AZAADI ka AMRIT MAHOTSAV, Ganesa Natyalaya welcomes all of you to this evening's program. Most appropriately, we have chosen to celebrate one of India's greatest freedom poets, Subramaniya Bharathi, or Bharatiyar as he was fondly known, who in his short life from 1882 to 1921 created a huge impact with his fearless and visionary writings. This evening's program is a result of the deep love that Guru Saroja Vaidyanathan, Padma Bhushan awardee and founder president of Ganesa Natyalaya, has for Bharatiyar's poetry. She has spent a lifetime in exploring his poems and translating them into dance. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, the best person who could preside this evening's event is Dr. Rajkumar Bharathi, eminent musician in his own right, and as you all know by now, the great-grandson of the legendary poet. Thank you, sir, for taking out time and coming all the way from Chennai. Amidst your busy schedule, we are extremely honored that on a day where we are celebrating your beloved great-grandfather, you are here with us. Sir, can I request you and Guru Saroja Vaidyanathan to please come to the stage to light the auspicious lamp, and can I ask C.V. Kamesh to please escort them. As is customary for all events that mark AZAADI ka AMRIT MAHOTSAV, may I request all of you to rise for the national anthem, and can I request Shri Rajkumar Bharathi to please lead the national anthem. And I would like all of us to sing along, please.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 जय
Thank you, sir. May I please request you and Guru Saroja Vaidyanathan to please take your seats. The first part of the program is a lecture demonstration, Adaptability of Bharati's Music, Bharati's Poetry to Music and Dance, followed by a dance performance titled Nritya Bharati by the disciples of Guru Saroja Vaidyanathan. I would like to read a very short bio that I edited from a humongous bio of Dr. Rajkumar Bharathi. Dr. Rajkumar Bharathi, besides being the great-grandson of the Mahakavi Subramaniya Bharathi, is himself an eminent and versatile musician, trained initially by his mother, Srimati Lalita Bharathi, and later by Sri Valliyur Gurumurthy, Dr. Balamurali Krishna and T.V. Gopalakrishnan. As a concert singer, R.K.B. Sir, as he is fondly known, has travelled the world over, enthralling the Rasikas of Indian music. As an extremely creative composer and music director, he has produced several mega music productions, both in India and also internationally. He has sung in films in the languages Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, Sanskrit and Tulu. He is the Asthana Vidwan of Sri Dattapitham in Mysore, Sri Sringeri Math and Sri Kanchi Shankara Peetham. R.K.B. Sir is a greatly loved teacher who conducts master classes and workshops for music enthusiasts all over the world. He is a much sought after dance composer and infuses his rich musicianship of 3 decades into his creations. He has composed several dance compositions in the genre of Pushpanjali, Shabdam, Varnam, Tilana and Padam. He has composed music for full-length dance productions for several eminent dancers in India and abroad. Today he will throw light on some of Subramaniya Bharati's unparalleled poetry through a LECDEM titled Adaptability of Bharati's Poetry to Music and Dance. Dr. Rajkumar Bharathi, may I please request you to take the stage.
Namaste to all. Pranams to Guru Saroja Vaidyanathan and my greetings to Ramaji and everybody. We are celebrating the 75th year of Indian independence and also the centenary year of Bharati's remembrance. It started last year. He passed away in 1921. Therefore, 2021-22 happens to be his centenary remembrance year. I would like to recall what Bharati has said about music, because I would like to begin that way. Bharati says, Patinai pol achariyam varinmisai illayada. That is, music is the most wondrous thing on this earth. There are so many wonders in this world, but music is the greatest wonder. Patinai pol achariyam varinmisai illayada. There is no other wonder as wondrous as music. Nee padaitha kaatchi avinume gaanamudam padaitha kaatchi mihavindayada. Of all the beautiful, mystifying creations of you, of yours, the elixir of music, the way you have created is amazing, is mind-boggling, is what it means. Bharati himself was a great musician. I have heard that he used to sing very well. In fact, most of his poems, whenever a poem is born, a song is born, he would go and sing it to his wife, Chalama Bharati. Bharati has written an essay or article titled Sangeeta Vishayam, that is, musical matters. It's quite a long article which throws light on his capacity as a musician too. Bharati categorically says, Paattil Rasacherke. Rasacherke, it should be full of rasas. Any song should be full of rasas, the navarasas, all the emotions that are known to human life, that are known to a human being. He says, Rasacherke illada paadal Uirei Nikiya Vettudambukku Samam. Say, a song that is devoid of bhava or expression is like a body without life. It's like a corpse, he says. And he used to say, when people sing, the song should be filled with that rasa, should be brimming with that rasa. If it's a shoka rasa, people who listen to it should have tears in their eyes. If it's a joyous one, people should really be joyous. If it is hasya rasa, people should just keep laughing. And he says, he has given equal importance to talam. Remember, beautiful. He says, talam, 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 talattirkor tadayundayin koolam, koolam, koolam. These lines come in the quill part, it's an epic of Bharati. Talam, talam, talam. Rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. Talattirkor tadayundayin. If there is a break or a discontinuity in the tala, it's sheer garbage. Koolam, koolam, koolam. And he says, Bhasha Jnana is very important. You should be well versed in many languages, at least in the language in which you are singing a song. And he chides those musicians who never took care to look into the Sahitya and sing the song correctly with proper pronunciations. He says, Kacheri'la Perumbalum people sing only Tyagaraja's compositions or Dikshita's compositions, which are mainly in Telugu or Sanskrit, and none of the musicians who sing know anything about Telugu or Sanskrit. He says, அதனால் அவர்கள் பதச்சேதம் பதமுறிவு பண்ணி பாடலை கொலை பண்ணுகிறார்கள். They break the words at odd points, cannot do points. Thus they mutilate the song or even murder the song, is what he says. Interestingly, yesterday my son was showing me an article written in the book, written by his daughter, Shakuntala Bharati, which says how much Bharati loved Bharatanatyam. I want to read it out to you. Actually, in one of his songs, he says, I think, he has written a song which begins like Irumbai Kaichi Urukiduvere. On all the laborers, workers of different professions. In that song, there is a line, Paatum Seyyudum Kothiduvere, Bharatanatyam Kothiduvere, and he has said. Let us see. I'll just read out and then tell you what it means in English. Bharatanatyamil en thandai mikka aaval kondavar. My father was very much interested in Bharatanatyam. Gopalakrishna Bharathiyarin Aanadadam என்ற பாடலை அவர் அடிக்கடி பாடி பரமசிவ வணங்குவார். He used to sing the song Aanadadam of Gopalakrishna Bharati many times and get enthralled. In fact, that led to an interesting observation. In some of Bharati's compositions, there are some sulukattas, which she says is because of the influence, it's due to the influence of his interest he had in Bharatanatyam. For instance, taka 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 vendradumu Shiva Shakti 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 endru paadumu. சில பேர் தக தகன்னு பாடிட்டு இருந்தோம். பட் it is தக 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 வென்றாடுமோ சிவசக்தி சக்தி சக்தி என்று பாடுமோ. In another song, Agni Kunjondru கண்டேன், அதை ஆங்கோர் காட்டினில் மரத்திடை பொந்திடை வைத்தேன், வெந்து தணிந்தது காடு, தழல் வீரத்தில் குஞ்சென்றும் மூப்பென்றும் உண்டோ, தத்தரிகிட தத்தரிகிட தித்தோம். More very good. He says he saw a spark, a tiny spark, Agni Kunjondru kandhen. He just put it in a hole in a tree in a huge forest. That fire, that spark burned down the entire forest. Actually what he meant was the spark of wisdom which he placed in the mind. It is a forest. And it burned down all ajnana. That's what it means. He says, Tadal Veerathil Kunjendrum Muppendrum Undo. A spark is a spark. Fire is fire. You cannot say it's a small fire or a big fire. Only the magnitude of burning down may vary, but a fire is still fire. That revelation led him to use the word Tadal Veerathil Kunjendrum Muppendrum Undo Tattarigada Tattarigada Dittom. So the Chullukatti is used. Similarly, there is a song on rain. Tikkugalettum sidari takka thimtarigada 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 thimtarigada. பக்க மலைகள் உடைந்து வெள்ளம் பாயுது 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 தாம் தரிகிட தக்க ததிங்கிட தித்தோம் அண்டம் சாயுது 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 பேய்கொண்டு தக்கை அடிக்குது காற்று தக்க தாம் தரிகிட தாம் தரிகிட தாம் தரிகிட தாம் தரிகிட. I don't know how many poets have used Sulukattis in their poems, but Bharati has used, obviously because of his great interest in Bharatanatyam. He says, Bharatanatyam என்ற மாபெரும் கலை தற்காலம் தனித்து ஒதுக்கப்பட்ட ஒரு வகுப்பினரால் கைக்கொள்ளப்பட்டிருக்கிறது. In those days, he says, Bharatanatyam is being performed only by a particular clan or sect. அதனால் அதன் மேன்மை சகலரும் கண்டு ஆனந்திக்கத்தக்கதாக இருந்த போதிலும், even though so many people rejoice in watching Bharatanatyam, நம்முள் நாமே சிறிது வெட்கத்துடன் மறைமுகமாக அனுபவிக்க வேண்டியதாக இருக்கிறது. Because of his social restrictions, we are unable to enjoy it openly. அந்த தெய்வீக கலையை, says is a divine art, Bharatanatyam. அந்த தெய்வீக கலையை நம் வீட்டில் தாய்மார்களும் சகோதரிகளும் நடத்தினால், if our mothers and sisters practice Bharatanatyam and give performances, நாம் பகிரங்கமாக கண்டு ஆனந்திக்கலாம். We all can openly, willingly, gladly see and appreciate those performances. அதை தாம் நடத்தி காண்பிப்பதற்காக தம் மக்களுக்கே நாட்டியம் பயில்விக்க விரும்பினார். He wanted to teach Bharatanatyam to his own children, daughters. அவர் இதை செய்விக்க முடியவில்லை. Unfortunately, he could not. தமக்கு இயற்கையில் அமைந்துள்ள சங்கீத ஞானத்தை விருத்தி செய்து கொள்வதற்கு ஒரு வித்வானுடன் நெருங்கி பழகி பயிற்சி பெற அவருக்கு வசதி இல்லை. He had great knowledge in Carnatic music. He wanted to develop it, but he could not do so because of so many circumstances. This is what Bharati has said about dance. அதனால அவருக்கு இன்னொரு ஒன்று இருக்கு. என் தந்தை பாட்டு ஏற்றுங்காலையில் அதற்கு ராகம் ஒரு மெட்டு அமைக்க ஒரு உதவியும் நாடுவதில்லை. Whenever my father composed a poem, composed a song or had to tune it, he never had any help from anybody. ஏதேனும் ஒரு மெட்டில் தானே பாடி பார்ப்பார். Whatever tune that came to his mind at the time, he will just sing it aloud. அந்த மெட்டு அவருக்கு பிடித்திருந்தால் அந்த இசை எந்த ராக ஸ்வரங்களுக்கு பொருத்தமாக இருக்கின்றதோ அந்த ராகத்தின் பெயர் மட்டும் எழுதி வைத்திருப்பார். This is a very important point. See, though he had knowledge in Carnatic music, he was not very particular that only those raga bhavas should come into the song. Whatever shape the tune took, according to the lines, he will just sing it that way. And then he will check the swaras belong to which raga, and then he will say it was based on that raga. Likewise, now coming to the subject. Whenever I had to do a composition, I never looked at the raga. First, it doesn't come to me first. This Todila Podano, Kalyanila Podano, it doesn't come. I look at the lyrics, and whatever the lyrics do to me, it comes out. Then, okay, in the raga, then I find out this is this raga, and then I go into it accordingly. There are two things. I always believe that a singer has to see the raga through the lines, not the other way. Lines are more important. The raga should go with the lines. A beautiful aspect of Bharati I wanted to share with you. He says, Tyagarajar or Rasa Kadal is an ocean of rasas. அவருடைய பாடல்களில் பெரும்பாலும் பாட்டும் மெட்டும் ஒத்திருக்கும். The tunes of many of Tyagarajar's compositions go along with the content of the song. Drishtantamaga, he says. For example, தெரியலேலு ராமா என்ற பாடலை எடுத்துக்கொண்டால் எனக்கு தெரியலையே என்கிற பாவம் மிஞ்சியிருக்கும். தெரியலேரு ராமா பக்தி மார்க்கம் தெரியலேரு ராமா. Oh, Rama, not able to know. I do not know what bhakti is. You get that feeling. He didn't put Teliyaleru Rama. He didn't do. It's a very important aspect. Teliyaleru Rama. He says, Mattoru Padal. Chakkanira Margamundundaga. என்ற பாடலை பாடி பாருங்கள். ஒரு ராஜ வீதியில போற மாதிரி உணர்வு வரும். He expects a tune and the content to to go together. Okay. I shall now play you certain portions of some of the music productions I scored music for. I will do a few examples of music from productions, and then I will also take up Bharati's words that were used as part of a marga. Okay. I will first show you a clipping from Panjali Sapadam, a great compilation of Bharati, Panjali Sapadam of Draupadi's story. Adala or scene where Shakuni has come to listen to Duryodhana, who went out who let his uncle know all his jealousy, all his grievances. And then Shakuni plots a way to take revenge. And then both of them come to Dhritarashtra. And then Shakuni tells Dhritarashtra, see, your son is not happy at all, in spite of being a prince. And then Dhritarashtra asks, why, what happened to my son? Finally he knows this is the problem. So Dhritarashtra shows his anger on Shakuni. Beautiful word one. Ada pillaiயை நாசம் புரியவே ஒரு பேயன நீ வந்து தோன்றினாய். Bloody fellow, just to spoil my son, to just poison his mind, he has come down as a demon, as a ghost, he says. And the scene that would have been enacted by Ganesa Subramaniya student. Can you play that Dhritarashtra? And for that, Duryodhana gives the reply. Ada, தாம் பெற்ற மைந்தற்கு தீது செய்திடும் தந்தையர் பார்மிசை உண்டுகொள். Oh, come on, man. Can you find a father who does not wish to do anything good for his own son? He says. கெட்ட வேம்பு நிகரியவனுக்கு நான் சுவைமிக்க சர்க்கரை பாண்டவர். I am bitter as a neem for him. Hey, Pandavas is as sweet as sugar candy. அவர் தீம்பு செய்தாலும் புகழ்கின்றான், திருத்தேடினும் என்னை இகழ்கின்றான். Even if they commit mistakes, he praises them, and if I seek glory, he chides me. So it goes. மாதர்தம் இன்பம் எனக்கென்றான், பூமி மண்டல தாட்சி அவருக்கென்றான். He says, you go enjoy your food, toddy, women, everything. But for them, they have to go and conquer the world and become emperors. நல்ல சாதமும் நெய்யும் எனக்கென்றான். You go eat rice with ney, with ghee and all tasty substances. எங்கும் சாட்டிடும் கீர்த்தி அவர்க்கென்றான். Whereas they are famous people hailed with the whole world as emperors. அட ஆதரை இங்கனம் பிள்ளை மேல் வைக்கும் அப்பன் உலகில் வேறுண்டோ? Have you ever seen a father like this, who cares this much for his own son? Uyir Chodara Pandava. Dear brothers Pandava, and a great father like you, Kureisuli Ida Medada, where can I go and tell my grievances? Wow, what a brother, what a father is what it means. Adar Duryodhana. I found it very difficult in the sense that most of the portions were depicting only vengeance, jealousy, hatred, anger. Most of the portions. So, you cannot use any pleasing raga. You have to use vivadis and all those things. And interestingly, what happened was during the recording, from morning till evening, after the recording was, when the recording was about to get over for the day, the artist would feel worn down. Then I didn't understand. Then because I had to explain the words, I had to tell them the significance of the words and make them sing accordingly. It just wore them down. And then, okay, I will now go to a mark in the sense where we used Bharati's lines as part of a Pushpanjali. Nyayiri, there is a Vachana Kaviteri on Nyayiri. Nyayiri means Surya, sun. Just using 2 or 3 lines, we did something which is yet to be staged as a dance show, but I'll just play the audio of that. Can you please play that? Nyayiri Pushpanjali, Nyayiri Pushpanjali.
Jam jam taka, jam jam taka, jam jam.
We did one Alaripur. Of course, that was Divya Sujayan's idea of Colombo. She's a very intelligent dancer. We did a Pushpanjali, and then she did an Alaripur using the Atichudi lines of Bharathi. Rovini Atichudi Alaripur poem. Third from bottom. I will now show you, sing for you, a Tillana using Bharati's lines. It was first intended to be a Tillana, usual Tillana, and then it became two dancers, a male and a female, and they wanted Bharati's lines to be interspersed with the Tillana. So it was, the words were Te Madura Tamilosai Ulagamelam Paramum Vagai Sedal. It's a very famous line of Bharati, that the sweet, very sweet, honey sweet Tamil lines or Tamil language has to be heard worldwide. Ulagamelam Paramum Vagai Sedal. We have to make ways so that the honey sweet language Tamil is known world over to all people. So it was a female and male அப்படிங்கிறதுனால I chose Hindodam when the girl danced. Sunada when the boy danced. So same Aravan Mauravanam, just slightly. Just how to introduce the words. Nadritadim, nadritadim, ritadim, tadim, tim, tadirana. Nadritadim, nadritadim, ritadim, tadim, tim, tadirana. Te madura, dhim, tirana, Tamilosai, Tanadirana. Ulagamelam Paramum Vagai Tani Tani Tadadani Seidal Vendum Nadiridum Nadritadim Nadritadim Dritadim Tadim Dim Tadirana Te Madura Dim உலகமெல்லாம் பரமுபகை தானி தானி ததர தானி செய்தல் வேண்டும் நாதிருதும் திருநாது ததீம் அதுததிம் திருதிம் ததீம் தேம் ததீரன் பல்ல வச்சா மதனிதனி நமகசா தோம் திருதானி திருதானி திரன திரன திரனா தோம் திருதானி திருதானி திரன திரன திரனா மகதன சனித திரன தமக சததிரன தோம் திருதானி திருதானி திரன திரன திரனா மகதன சனித திரன தமக சததிரன தோம் திருதானி திருதா திரன 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 தோம் ததானி தே மதுர தோம் திருதானி தமிழோசை நாதிருதும் திருதீம் திருதனதிரு திருநாதிரு தோம் ததானி தே மதுரை தோம் திருதானி தமிழோசை நாதிருதும் திருதீம் திருதனதிரு திருநாதிருதும் திருதீம் திருதனதிரு திருநாதிருதும் திருதீம் திருதனதிரு திரன தோம் திருதானி திருதானி திரன திரன திரனா தே மதுர தமிழோசை உலகமெல்லாம் நாதிருதீம் தாம் தோம் திரனா நாதிருதீம் தாம் தோம் திரன நாதிரு பரவும் வகை செய்தல் வேண்டும் நாதிருதீம் நதிரதிம் திருதிம் ததிம் தீம் தீரனா சும்மா ஒரு I'll just conclude with one or two narrations in the life of Bharati. In order to show what type of personality he was. Once, when he was in Pondi, this is written by his wife, Chellamalvari. Somebody came in the morning. Normally, when people keep coming to his house, so loudly they will be talking in the upstairs with laughter, cracking jokes and everything. But on this day, this gentleman who came early in the morning, quite soon, and Bharati were talking in a hush manner. She didn't understand why it was happening. And then they had breakfast or something. And then they left home. Normally, Bharati says, even if you were to go and visit Arvind Ghosh, Babaji Arvindo's ashram, he will tell Chellaman go. But this time he didn't say, he just went away. It was wrestling for Chellaman. And then she was waiting for him to return in the evening, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10, 11, 12, he didn't come. She was worried. They didn't have the cell phones in those days. So early morning, she sent word through her maid servant to all the places which she was aware of, where Bharati makes a visit, usually visit. Whether he came there, whether he came there, this place, that place. And they said, no, he didn't come. And they were also worried. They asked, who was that person? She said, I didn't know, but when she described him, they all told her, oh, this guy, oh my God, he is a police CID. He has been waiting for such opportunities just to tell Bharati that he was banned actually to enter Tamil Nadu. The ban has been removed and that he can enter Tamil Nadu. Just tell a lie to Bharati and he is like a child, he just believe and go. This fellow has planned something, if he leaves Pondi, enters Tamil Nadu, he will be arrested. The CID will get rewards, no, that's why he is doing. She was really devastated. And then she sent a telegram to her father asking him to come. Next day he comes, where is Bharati? Then he says, don't worry, Bharati is not that easily, nobody can do anything to Bharati, don't worry. But still the whereabouts were not known. Suddenly around 11, 12 o'clock there was a car came, and Bharati came dressed in jarigi, dhoti and coat and everything. And he saw his father-in-law, oh, Mama, when did you come? Why you are all here? Shalama was you have to imagine the plight of the wife at that time. Then she explained, with whom did you go? We were all so worried. Then the man who brought Bharati was a lie. He said, your fear was justified. You were very justified in what you were saying. This man, a CAD man, had made a plan to cheat Bharati with nice words, convince him and take him to. And Bharati was so eager to go back to Tamil Nadu, he didn't even tell Challamai, just went along with that guy. I had casually happened to see this guy somewhere near the border of Pandi and Tamil Nadu. I know about this person, and I know Bharati's nature also. So somehow I told a lie to that CAD person, no, you can take him afterwards. I have to take him to an important place, and Bharati agreed to what I said. So I rescued Bharati, and here he is in front of you. I am telling you, had I not gone, he would have been languishing in jail. Up to this is all right. In 2 days, the same CAD comes back home. And Bharati greets him, come. Chalama is irritated. What sort of person is he? He has cheated you. He has taken you away, telling you nice, false words. And when he comes here, you are greeting him. Then he says, Pagaivan karulvai nannenje, Pagaivan karulvai. O heart, please show mercy on your enemy, on thy enemy. Tinnavarum puli tannayum anvodu sindayil potiduvai. Even when a tiger comes to attack you, just pray to the tiger. Annai Parashakti Apuruvainar avalai kumbuduvai, because she is the vehicle on which Devi sits. So you have to kumbuduvai. He never had any bad feelings for the CAD. He never complained. He just was casually a same person. The CAD fell at his feet. I am very, very sorry. I never expected to behave like this, and I never expected you to treat me like this. That is Bharati. And one more thing before I conclude. Bharati was supposed to be a very short-tempered person. Acharya Market, very short-tempered. When he gets angry, when he got angry, he just throw anything that was available in his vicinity, just throw it. That is also fine. It used to happen in those days, and men folk enjoyed that liberty. What is more important is this. After some time, he will go and tell his wife, Chalama, and the Bharati sethu pettan. That Bharati is dead and gone. So Pudu Bharati vandu. See, the new Bharati is here. How many men will have the guts to go and tell their wife that I am sorry? It's almost like saying I am sorry. He says that Bharati is dead and gone. Sethu pettan. Though Pudu Bharati vandu. Bharati used to sing every song to his wife. Every song. Chalama has written so much about it. So, they are all avatars, incomprehensible. I mean, you can't comprehend those characters. It is very difficult. It is very, you can glorify Bharati, but if you have to live with Bharati, it's not that easy. Because they have their own world. They always be wandering in their own thoughts. They were created for a purpose. You would have seen this scene in the movie where Bharati is seated on a swing, okay, writing some poem. There is no rice in the kitchen. But what to do? Bharati is not aware of all these things. So Shalama goes to the next door, to the neighbor, just to borrow some rice. She has borrowed some rice and kept it in that vessel. Bharati, as he was writing this song, happened to see plenty of sparrows coming and sitting in the veranda. He just threw away all the rice grains, or a major portion of it. And was enjoying vittu viddudalayagi nirpai inda chittukuruviye pole. Then Chellama comes back and she's shocked to find the rice missing. It's all on the floor. Why did you do this? He says, if it is to be cooked, if rice was cooked, only you and I will eat. See how many sparrows are eating. So it's very difficult to comprehend such a personality who considered all living beings as the same, showed love to all living beings, an animal or a beggar or anybody. He came for a purpose, achieved his purpose, and left this mortal body. I am very happy and thankful to Rama Vaidyananji and Guru Sarojamma for having invited me to share some thoughts on this day celebrating Bharati. Thanks to all of you. Thank you. Hope I didn't exceed too much.
Thank you, sir, so much for sharing your music compositions, translating Bharati's poetry to your music. It was really very interesting, and thank you for sharing his, revealing Bharati's poetic and musical genius. And I really like the part where he said that he loves Bharatanatyam. That is a huge revelation for me, because I did not know that he spoke so explicitly about his love for Bharatanatyam. And interestingly, that in the early 20th century, he used the word Bharatanatyam. He used that word to express his love for that dance form. Thank you so much, sir. I can ask you to please come, go down so that Guru Saroja Vaidyanathan can honor you on behalf of Ganesa Natyalaya. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Guru Saroja Vaidyanathan honors Dr. Rajkumar Bharathi. May I request all of you to please give him a big hand. So these are books which Saroja Vaidyanathan Guruji has written. So a small token of gratitude to you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here today. Before we begin the second half of the evening, I want to acknowledge the presence of some very important people who've been supporting Guru Saroja Vaidyanathan and Ganesa Natyalaya in all our endeavors. I want to thank Srimati Gauri Ishwaran, eminent educationist, who's here with us. Thank you, ma'am. I want to thank Shri Giridhar, the ex-president of Rotary, for being here with us. Thank you, sir. Shri Sanjay Devan, who is a board member at Ganesa Natyalaya and also the councillor of Cape Verde. Thank you so much, Sanjay, for being here. Shri Vinod Sahni, president of the present Rotary. Thank you, sir, for being here. In exactly 3 minutes, we begin the dance performance.